bet that sounds a lot better in my head. What do you all think? Good evening, good morning, actually, depending where you are, I suppose. Should we let that bop keep bopping? Let it bop quietly. We'll see if it's too loud. Hello, Kane. Sarah. I love you, Infiron. 2 p.m. RF switch. Nice. Easing into the day. How's that music? Can you still hear it? It's a nice little ditty, isn't it? What's up, Absolute? Good morning. Happy Thursday, BR Spies, indeed. Nice to see you, NPC. Everyone's coming in. Sekiro on Central Time. Good time to be in. What is that? 2 hours ahead? 1 in the afternoon? Perfect. Tahitian Warriors here. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I'll lower that little bop a little bit more. Look, we got to get right into action. We don't have a lot of time, actually. We've got a lot cooking today. A lot going on. Several avenues we could take, okay? We're sort of at an intersection right here to start the morning, so we're gonna have to see where we want to go. That's kind of up to you, I guess. I'll leave that up to you. MXA, Bruno, Windy, everyone joining the party. Arcstar, Sekiro. I'm going to take my time. Can't take my time too much, though. Time is limited, as you know. Finite. Quite finite, I'm finding. So listen. A couple of things to bring you up to speed on. And by the way, if we have any creative criticism about what's happening today on the stream, please give it to me. I don't want anyone not enjoying this, okay? So let me know. M-Bun already has something special to show me. Okay, I gotta... Will this ruin the surprise if I immediately click on this? I'm trying to... I don't want to ruin it for you. Jurassic World Tamagotchi. Oh my goodness. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I don't even know if I have this set up right. Hold on. Hold on. Do you see this? Yeah, you see this. Okay. This Jurassic World Tamagotchi. I didn't expect to be distracted so quickly. What an idea this is. Oh boy. Oh man, I want one, but where's the time for this poor little critter? Where is the time? I suppose I can fit it in my back pocket or somewhere. Oh man, these look good. Don't sell this info. Dinosaur Amber version. Holy smokes. What is this, the 2022 edition? And it's 30 yen, or I don't know what's happening here. That's the price, I suppose. 4 centimeters. That seems like it will take up a reasonable amount of space. Dinosaur egg version. Dinosaur amber version. The amber kind of is tough. Yeah. I might go for the egg. Is that it? Universal. This is officially licensed, okay? This is not a knockoff Tamagotchi. Well, it's something to consider investing in for sure. Catch food. Escape. Oh, predators. Look at this. Which one? You choose the egg. Always a tough decision. And look at that. A little monster might pop out. You don't know if you're going to get something docile or something hostile. That's the fun thing about opening dinosaur eggs. And I imagine Tamagotchi recognize that. Now look at all this. Who knows what's happening here? There's Mr. DNA. The volcano going off or about to go off, so that we're going up to at least Jurassic World in the timeline on this. Now here's Malcolm, obviously. Is that Hammond and Elle Sattler, or is that Hammond and the daughter? I think it might be the daughter. We don't know. What's this? I can't tell what this is. Anywho, listen. Okay, Cursed. Thank you for saying hi. You got to take off. We understand. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for joining us even for just a moment. Have a good day. Listen, we got a lot of options of what we can do here today. As you can see before you, Fantasy Critic. We can talk about this. I can take your advice. I'm not in good shape, okay? I'm in a little bit of trouble, but it's not the end of the world, okay? I don't want to lose this thing. Some of you may know this is at least the third year running we're doing this. I've finished in last every time. Not happy about this. I want to finish in first this season, but I'm off to a little bit of a rough start. The only thing that's giving me any hope is I'm only off of 3 releases. I've still got 13 releases coming, and I have $60 to spend, and a few open slots, 4 open slots. So I may still be in this. It makes me nervous that Isla, consistently the smartest, I believe, which makes sense, but look at her, dominating immediately, 4 released, almost the same as me. More than almost triple the points, though. This is not good, you know, more than double at least, and also a lot of money in the bank, so it's going to be tough. Finishing above Bosman would be nice, though, if anything. So this is something we could talk about. If anyone has any advice for me, we could go down this route, spend a little bit of time on Fantasy Critic, you know. Oh yeah, something I should make you aware of. It's a busy day. Okay, I've been out of hot water now for 3 days. Can you believe this? I probably don't look like a person that's been out of hot water for 3 days. I'm feeling pretty good, actually. You know why? Hot water or no hot water doesn't slow me down, okay? I'm not going to get knocked down from no hot water. So I'm feeling good, clean, refreshed. Everything's good, but hot water is a luxury, isn't it? Sometimes. Literally, there's a plumber en route to this building right now with a hot water heater in tow. This is a major job, as you can imagine. Now, the installation certainly won't finish before the end of this hangout, but it may begin. I may have to step away to let him in the utility room to start his work. I'll keep you updated on what's happening with this hot water heater. I hope he finishes today. I'm very nervous he's not going to finish because I got to go into the studio a little later, you know, for a podcast. So I'm hoping this guy works fast, but we got our fingers crossed. So in the event that the hot water heater man shows up, the plumber, mid hangout, I've prepared something, a still image. It's a photograph I took, nothing too amusing. It's landscape. It's beautiful, tropical. I'll let you see it in person. It's really a nice photo, I think. But that's sort of my standby screen, and also in case any other unexpected events happen to take place. I don't think anything else unexpected will happen. Geppetto is here. He seems contented. I've given them plenty of food and water. Tony shouldn't be interrupting the stream by chewing on any cords or anything. The outside cats are at peace. They're fast to install. Wormhole is telling me, really, fast to install. It seems like a big job. Move my cam slightly so it's centered on me. Mr. Showtime says yes. You can absolutely do that. Thanks for the feedback. Let's see. Now here I'm centered, but I was sitting off. I was sitting off a little, wasn't I? So let's see if I can stay like this. If not, I'll move the camera. How about that? Let me see. I got to keep up with everything that everyone's saying, so I'm going to scan real fast. RF Switch had that done in the dead of winter. That's not fun. That's the fortunate thing. The outside conditions are mild. Everyone... Yeah, alright, so everyone is in a little bit, wouldn't mind, it sounds like fantasy. Alright, Wind Fishy's here. Thanks for joining us. This is going to be fun. Alright, so let's move on. This is what I'm saying. So we could talk about that, okay? We could talk about Fantasy Critic. That's an option. What was the other thing? I had 2 other items I felt like we might want to discuss, and now they're slipping my mind. Another thing that might be fun to do here on the Hangout, since we're hanging out. Oh, you know what? I was going to load up SimCity and just let the simulation run in the background. Whoops, I got to move this way. So that you know, I wasn't going to be playing anything. I wouldn't want to violate any Hangout rules, but I was going to be letting a simulation run, but I didn't do that. I forgot to get it going. So I guess the simulation will not be taking place. Has nobody picked up Mario Strikers, Mr. Showtime asked Mr. Showtime. I think someone has, but I will search right now. Does someone have Mario Strikers? I believe, I want to say Kyle picks up all the ones I want. Mario Strikers should be very solid, right? Does nobody have it? I think that's a good pick. Did that slip through the gaps? Let's see. Let's make a bid. What's the full name of it? Whoops. I don't know what it has a different name, I think. Mario Strikers Battle League. Yeah, 47. Not, is that a lot of hype or not? Mid hype? Does the hype go up to 100? Available. Okay, look. This is what we're here for. Mr. Showtime calling something out. What do you think it would need to get SimCity 4 in the Hall of Greats? Bruno, I'm not sure. You know what it would take? It's on me. It's on me. The game deserves it 100% to be in the Hall of Greats, okay? It's the only game I've attempted to bring back, nominate twice, even though all of my nominations I feel should be there. SimCity 4 has an uphill battle. A little bit because the group, I don't think, is personally attracted to this game, so they don't have a lot of personal experience. And presentation is something, personal experience is something too, though. What the game is in your eyes has something weight on the vote. You know, you can't ignore that. But the presentation is on me. Look, I don't remember all the details now. It was a little while ago, but I botched it, essentially. I didn't get the messaging across of what I was trying to get across. I thought I did it a little better in the second presentation, but I think there were also a few hang-ups or something that took place. I know I ran out of time. I'm pretty sure both times. But the game absolutely holds up. I need to come at it with a different presentation. I want to get that game in the Hall of Greats, but it's on me. I've got to figure out a different way. I tried the approach with graphs, and I think that's the right approach. Data. You want to show them. This is one of the few games where the simulation is actually happening and you can verify it through the data that they are showing you. They are making, what's the word, transparent with what's the function of the simulation. So you know it's not just randomly things are somewhat happening or there's just some game programming that's doing it. Almost no other sim games do that. Even now, even the Great City Skylines is a great game, but it does not give the same level of data, and data you can cross-reference to see this is a real simulation. And when you know you're dealing with that, it's truly exciting. I mean, you want to talk about feeling like you're God. It's an incredibly powerful feeling. So SimCity 4 deserves it. SimCity 4 had a rough launch. I have no memory of the launch or when was that game launched? Jeez, I don't remember exactly. What exactly happened with that Screaming Argonaut? They had a rough launch, huh? You won't draft strikers out of principle. Dapper Dev Null says, because they had burned on Mario Golf. We were all burned on Mario Golf. There's no doubt about that, okay? What's this awful poll? Everyone says I will never get anything into the Hall of Greats. That's not true. If that's what that poll is saying, unless I'm misunderstanding it. People are pretty sure I'm never going to get one into the Hall of Greats. I think I will. Might be nervous with Mario Strikers because how golf and tennis turned out. Yeah. But you know what? I believe in it. There's no reason to think it won't. Yeah, different dev, right? I mean... Strikers is made by the Luigi's Mansions dev. The past Strikers were fun. I need more minutes. I don't know, Windfishy. I gotta say, after that last Hall of Greats, where I had 20 plus minutes, I think, to make a presentation. I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't just a little bit deflated. Later that night, when it all hit me, like, whoa, I had 20 plus minutes to make a presentation. I think I only got 4 votes. But then a few of the other allies mentioned, even though I only got 4 votes, I think I was tied for 3rd, which is good, I guess. But, you know, you gotta say, yeah, what's exactly the... I gotta rethink how I'm approaching this thing, maybe. I'm not sure. Don't get stuck into too many details. Are you talking about in my Hall of Greats presentation, Fo Web? Oh, I'm certain they'll show something neat today at PAX Gearbox NCRL. How could they not? Strikers is by next level. There's no way it isn't. I agree with you, Zach Carmichael. I think Strikers is going to be very good. I'm about to bid on it. Chat can donate hog minutes to do that. Thank you for the generosity. You don't need to do that. I need to do this in the same amount of time. I want to be on an even playing field with the other allies. You know, all this bonus time isn't getting me any help. I got to tighten things up. The low to mid 80s at this point, Screaming Argonaut. I guess that's okay. I mean, I was looking for all 90 plus picks, but it just doesn't exist if your name is in Elden Ring. Sim Tower kind of guy. You know, Sim Tower is one of the few Sims that I never got to try. It's, I think it's ripe for a new edition. Was it a 3D? Were you able to rotate all around the tower, or how did that work? I really haven't even watched a lot of gameplay on that. Redfall? Reserved suggests Redfall. Okay, well, before we get too behind, I'm probably really behind in the chat, actually, aren't I? Who knows what's happening? I'd like to catch up, but it'll probably take me a while. Let's go to Mario Strikers first, okay? Let's just go to the bottom to make sure nothing technically problematic is happening. Alright, I think everything's still cool. You can still hear me. I'm going to check Redfall Reserved. I appreciate this tip. First, let's do Mario Strikers. Let's put a bid on this. What do you think? I got $60 cash. If they're cool on this, I may be able to just get it for very cheap, right? I mean, is $3 too little to pay for this? Do I want to be safer? I'm going to scroll to the bottom so I can... Happy Thursday, Snug Mode. Welcome. I know we can win this together. With a little bit of your advice, I think we can do this. No more than 5. Iverdog says 2. 100. I don't have that kind of cash. Don't bid high on it. 2 to 3 says reserved. Okay. Kyle is cool on it. Okay. I'm going to follow. I'm scrolling back up so I don't lose where I was because I got a lot of chat to catch up on. Where was I? Oh boy. Somewhere around here. All right, I'm going to bet 3. I'm going to bid 3 bones. 3 bones. Can you see my bid? Let me scroll down so you can see me pressing the place bid button. I know that'll be satisfying. Is this thing frozen? What's happening? I hope I haven't been hanging off camera again. Have I been tilting my head to the left? I'm placing the bid. The bid has been placed. Oh, that feed is just real far behind. Alright, now I'm going to look up Redfall. And it had an odd spelling, didn't it? Oh, no, it's not. It's a regular... Alright, reserved wants me to check Redfall. Now I have only 3 slots left in my room on my team. There's 3 slots open. So we'll probably fill them today right here on this Hangout, I think. Redfall. A cool hype factor. Summer 2022. So it is supposed to come out, which I like. What is this game? I don't really... Oh, wait. Wait, this isn't that vampire hunting. Oh, that's Redfall? Oh. I don't know if I believe in this yet. I don't know. It was... Have we seen more on it? Let me try to see. Let me try to see... I saw the one trailer official trailer. This was 10 months ago. Yeah, this is the one I saw, I guess. Oh boy, I don't know. I'm gonna think about this one. I have a funny, my gut is telling me to be cautious on this. Okay, I don't know what everyone else thinks. I checked Redfall. It has cool hype factor. When I saw this, I was unsure. I'm just not, I haven't seen enough yet to convince me. Redfall. You want to watch the trailer for it? Yeah, maybe we'll watch the I'm so far behind on chat, and I wanted that's true. Bromunculus 27 brings up the point that I did use some of that time just to put actually love out to James Cameron and good vibes for the world to receive this Avatar 2 trailer. And a lot of that is what that ended up being. That had value to it. And I wasn't expecting to win anything for that. That was just me doing it. Look what we're going to do. I'm going to play this Redfall trailer, and I'm going to try to scroll down while it's playing and catch up. Oh no, I can't do this right now. Is there anything that's not age gated? Come on. Nothing. I can't do it. We're locked out. Can't sign in. All right. Bring back AVP Arcade to Hog, Absolute says. That would be fun. That one, I feel like my presentation was pretty strong. I don't know if I could make it much stronger. I don't like the idea of going back, even though I think all of my games, you know, it's not like they got a raw deal. It's just when you're going up against other greats, not all the greats can get in. But I'm not huge on bringing the same game back. As you know, I have only done it once. How about you sort by hype factor and just see the remaining top games Crazed suggests? That's not a bad idea. Whoops, wrong way. Look at that. Will not release. Not much hype for anything. Oh, so look at that. Mario Strikers Battle League actually is the hypest of all left. Oh, let me see. Crazed, wasn't it you who put the word out on my behalf for Colossal Cave Adventure to be put into the database? Let's see how if your work has paid off. Crazed! Look what Crazed has done. What a wonderful surprise this is. It has a hype factor of 0, but let me tell you why. A lot of people don't know about this game. Most people, in fact, almost nobody, it seems. Colossal Cave 3D Adventure. So they've swapped around some of the verbiage and this title now a few times, but I'm incredibly happy because Crazed single-handedly, you know, got in touch with the people running this site and said, look, something's amiss. There's a game. It's hype. Don wants it, and it's not in the database. Can we get it added? And here it is, so we get to bid on this. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm definitely bidding on this. I got a lot of belief in this game. I think it's a dark horse coming out of right field and left field, wherever you want to say. No one sees this one coming. I don't think there's a lot of hype on this from Kyle and Isla. So here's what I'm going to do. Colossal Cave Adventure 3D, there certainly is a trailer we can watch. How on earth? Colossal, I don't know. I might be spelling this wrong. Cave 3D. Was that wrong? Here we go. Let's see what's this. 4 weeks ago. Reimagined. Let's see what this is. Maybe this is it. See what you guys think, okay? If this is too loud, maybe I'll turn it down a little. I don't know. So this is giving us this is giving us info on the developers. Wow, hats off. That is not easy. Good job, Roberta. And Ken. Look at that computer. Okay, now listen. This is the important part. Colossal Cave. Oh, you can't hear it? I'm the only one hearing this? Okay, this is a problem. Let's see what the situation is. What's happening now? Oh, this is going to blast. Ready? Can you hear it now?
Roberta designed many hit products.
I forgot to mute the other
over
track.
the next 18 years, Sierra grew to over 1,000
Can everyone hear it now?
with Ken as CEO. Sierra went public on NASDAQ in 1987 and was acquired in 1997. Roberta and Ken subsequently retired.
I forgot that other track was playing. It just was in my subconscious at this point. Look, they're giving a lot of background here. We got to jump ahead to the game. Where's the game?
That sold 1 million copies.
Here we go.
Over the next 45 years, the game known as Colossal Cave Adventure
Here we go.
will be remade over 180 times. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of websites dedicated to it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Search finds 2.1 million references.
What?
And phrases such as Zizzy have entered our culture.
That's from that?
In early 2020, while Ken and Roberta were pondering their next projects, the pandemic of COVID struck. Stranded at home, Ken needed a challenge and asked Roberta, "What should I do?" She suggested he write a book, and that he did. The History of Sierra Online.
Oh, well, what about the Cave 3D is what we're wondering about. Here we go.
Learning it. Roberta, I want to make a game. Do you have any suggestions?
Here we go. Look at this. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Roberta said,
now this is in VR.
Wonderful lives to that old game I played and loved 45
It was a text adventure originally.
In 3D.
Look at this. So
And
it's
so, welcome to Colossal Cave 3D Adventure.
welcome indeed. Look at this. Okay, now this is 3D and it's got an art style to it.
Computers by Roberta Williams, engineered by Ken Williams.
Here we go. It's VR, okay, right? I believe it is. I hope so. Not like that Matrix VR debacle. So that was it. What do you think? Should I bid on this game? I mean, I'm kind of sold on it, but I'm taking your opinions very seriously today. Did Crazed play this as a kid? I don't think Crazed knew anything about this game, maybe. Absolutely, kind of early. I don't think it released this year. They are saying it's releasing this year. It could be the Pisswater Fantasy Critic. Very no. Casey's off. Wormhole says a buck. Yeah, what harm does a buck do? It is a slot, though. I only have 3 slots left, so more than the money at this point. It will take a slot. Crazed. I don't know if they're responding to someone else, maybe, or they say no. Pass. No way this is coming out this year. That's my only thought. Not seeing it come out in 2022. That's the only thing. I'm feeling a little nervous about the release date. I have a lot of belief in the game. I want it, but maybe not until after Summer Game Fest. But then I don't want someone else to scoop it up. You think that's aspirational? Just wait till summer. Okay, but if that's the case, I'm going to have to leave a slot open. Is there a way to watch this? Can I put this on my watch list or something? I feel bad now, too, because if Crazed got this into the database, I feel like I should bid on it. If it gets pushed, you can drop it, right? I guess I can drop it, but I'm not sure. I've been a little confused about the rules regarding dropping games, to be honest. Leave slots open for Summer Games Fest on. This, Mr. Showtime, is probably the wisest advice, but I did want to add some games today if I can. All right, any other? Listen, let me scroll through and see. I'm going to read some old chat now on this screen here. Chat, what's the buzz on the Made in Abyss game? Made in Abyss, Screaming Argonaut brought up a while ago. We'll see if anyone else... game? Isla has it. I'm just kind of jumping through. You'll have to forgive me. Redfall feels like a risk. Be Our Spies felt the same way. Winter, and it's delayed to winter 2022. Yeah, I just haven't seen enough of the game. Even though that trailer kind of showed a lot, I'm uncertain about it. But I love the suggestion. Any suggestions anyone has? I guess I could just, honestly, yeah, maybe waiting for Summer Games Festival. A lot of people are suggesting it, and maybe that's actually what I should be doing. The only problem is I'm going to have to be fast. I'm going to have to be on it. I'm going to have to be thinking Fantasy Critic, which I often am not doing at these big announcements. I need to be thinking Fantasy Critic because I got to be on it. Cowabunga Collection. I think I got that right, or you know what, the raw deal on that one is Cowabunga Collection is not eligible in our league, if you can believe it or not. Yeah, it's not fair. I asked Isla immediately after they announced it. I said, this game isn't letting me purchase, what's the problem? She says, it's a remake or whatever. So I said, I don't think that's right, but I had to abide by the rules, I guess. Trek to Yumi, I got that. I got Trek to Yumi. It's a little bit of a risk, I feel, as well. I'm not like 100% certain of it, but there's a lot to like about that game. So RF Switch called that out, that I have Trek to Yomi. For Key 3, save the slots for Key 3. Sarah Knight, I may do that, it's looking like. Bring House of the Dead to Hog? That would be hard, I think, to get convince the group. I'd have to force them into some kind of play session. If I brought the light guns, though, if I could get my hands on the light guns, oh man, or the actual arcade machine, wow. That I might have some success with. I'm sorting my search by result. Was I sorting it wrong? Whoops. Show top available games. Maybe I wasn't looking at this before. Is it going to get reviewed? BR Spy's wondering if... Oh, I see. Yeah, I was doing it wrong. So look, we got Hogwarts Legacy. Interesting. That's got a lot of hype factor. And Holiday 2022. Gotham Knights. Available? I thought I got Gotham Knights. Did no one get Gotham Knights? It might review well, but not enough reviews for a score. Colossal Cave 3D, I think this is in... TK the Destroyer also thinks it may not get reviewed that much. I'm so tempted to bid on it for at least $1, just to put my heart there and say, look, let's do this. This is when people began to lose audio. I'm giving you a recap. Okay, here I have current chat, and here I have... chat I missed. So currently, J Bar is happy, feeling like Mario Strikers is going to do well. I'm feeling pretty good about it right now. I feel like I kind of might, if I pick that up, it's a little bit of steal. People believing in Gotham Knights. Yeah, the JK factor will hurt it, you know. That's the thing too, though. It does look like a decent game, doesn't it? All right, I'm going back into the past now. Back into where we were minutes ago. Banana Forklift Killer. 74 months. Muchos gracias. Thank you. This is when people didn't have audio. Now they have it. Should I be playing a little bit of that background music again since I'm catching up all on all these. There's probably a lot of dead air, I imagine. I guess you'll just have to entertain yourself with your imagination while I'm silently reading these. Wow, the model track for 22. well. I like this comment. It says, Master Rot says, wow, they modeled a house. This looks well on track for 2022. I hope one day I can have enough money for someone to... Oh my goodness. I started reading that. We're scrolling through. Let me see if I'm missing something important. Review bombed. Commercially, it'll do fine. Are we still talking about Colossal Cave, or we're talking about probably Hogwarts? Yeah. Who knows? How does this handle game? Not seeing it come out in 2022. Yeah. If you take this, save the next 2 spots till after Summer Games Fest. So that's that's the decision we're at today. MXA says that a while ago. The decision we have to come to today is, do I make a bid on a game and save the 2 slots that I have for Summer Games? If I do bid on that game, is it Colossal Cave? Or just save 3 slots open for Summer Games? That's what we got to decide. And, I never told everyone one of the other options today of what we could have done. Maybe we won't have time if people wanted to. Wait, save these slots. A lot of people saying save the slots, maybe. What are you talking about, Ivor Dog? It might be a good one. First has a 79 on OpenCritic. First what? First Cave Adventure? Is the text-based Cave Adventure on OpenCritic with a 79? That would be nice. Who knows? I'm going to have to look that up. I got to keep an eye out for this plumber, everyone, okay? Remind me. I don't want him waiting outside. Okay, as long as it isn't counterpicked and gets an announcement about a delay. Oh, that's right. If they announce that it won't come out, you can't drop it. And that's what's weird. That's why I thought I had Gotham Knights. Maybe that was last year I'm thinking of. I had Gotham Knights last year. And Return to Monkey Island. I got the Monkey Island, right? Nice. To your watch list. Okay, add it to my watch list. I think that's a good idea. Cowabunga Collection is not eligible. I think someone got Xenoblade. I'll check. I'm pretty sure someone got it. I'm pretty sure someone has it. Yeah, that I think was drafted from what I remember. Whoops. Okay, catching up. Dolman. That's actually not a bad... 85% of chat says save the slot. Sarah Knight, thank you. Sarah Knight, thank you for being here also. Appreciate you. Save your money for the big game Sony apparently has. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm going to save some money. I want to bet big on something. And also, I want to have a bidding war with someone. But they implemented certain steps to try to create that, as I suggested. But I don't think they've gone far enough. For instance, I think if you make a bid, not only should the other players be available to make a counter bid, but it actually should go out as a notification to all the players, which it does not at this point. You need to notify everyone, look, Kyle's betting on this. The bidding closes on this day. You have this long to make a counter bid. We got to create bidding wars in this thing. It's going to be good, trust me. Hype factor on Street Fighter 6, I imagine, is off the charts, but that's certainly not coming this year, right? I mean, when is that game? Oh, the new Until Dawn game. That's right. What is it called? That looks really, really good. The Quarry. The Quarry. How long ago did you all talk about this? A while ago? I'm going to look up The Quarry. This game looks good. Available. Here we go. No one tell anyone. How can this only have a 12 on the hype factor? This looks good. I should bid on this. Yes? Let me wait. Hold on. Let me read what maybe someone said something. Lethal Enforcers is so good. You know what I was playing last night? Swordfish brings up Lethal Enforcers for the hog. And Jay Brar has been subscribed for 35 months. Thank you. Ray Drell has been subscribed for 12 months. Thank you. Hopefully, I'm sure I've missed a lot of people. Sorry about that, but I appreciate everyone subscribing. Hog and an actual hog. Yeah, Lethal Enforcers would be great. I was playing Narc last night, the wee hours of the night on an arcade machine, the real deal Narc. That game is so crazy, man. There was a lot I really didn't know about it. I think whenever I played it when I was younger, it was I never played it that much, so I got farther than I'd ever gotten last night. It's not a long game actually at all, but it's a crazy game. I forgot about the guys throwing hypodermic needles at you. I mean, the game is dark. It's very dark, and the enemies are just respawning like coming out of the floodgates out of both sides of the screen. It's a wild game. But I think I had played it more maybe on like the NES or version or some home console version. Maybe the arcade version was a little different than I remembered. It was good. Until Dawn is a 79 on OpenCritic. Oh man, I need stuff in the 80s. I need stuff in the 80s. Pass. More of a release date thing. Gotham Knights. Okay, everyone but people are happy about Gotham Knights, it looks like we got to. All right. Let's look up Gotham Knights. I think everyone feels good about this pick. If I do pick another game today, maybe this will be the one. Let's look at this thing. What's happening here? Gotham Knights, it's available. 52 on the hype factor. I mean, should we do this? It's going to come out, right? What do you think? Is Gotham the Knights the game I should bid on? I mean, it's got to get in the 80s, right? Oh, Method is doubting that it's going to come out this year. Didn't it already have several delays? I mean, this thing has got to come out, right? I feel like it has to come out this year. Polls up. Okay, Sarah Knight put a poll up. It's been in development for a long time, Arkstar says, and that's true, right? All the more reason to think now's the time for Gotham Knights. They had the demo. I mean, we've seen a lot of it. It's funny because I wasn't super hyped on it last year when I did select it for my league because I thought, well, it's going to be good enough. Yeah, Suicide Squad did get delayed. The other thing I was going to say we could do on this, Hangout is physical media, okay? 3D Blu-rays. I know a lot of you, I'm getting asked all the time questions about my 3D collection, All of you know by now, I am a huge fan and advocate of Blu-ray 3D technology. Okay, and because of this, I have amassed what I believe to be the largest collection of Blu-ray 3Ds on the face of planet Earth. Can you believe this? Yes, not far from where I sit, I have amassed this collection. So, I was thinking of showing off some of the most interesting pieces of my collection. Physical media, the physical form, not talking so much about the movies themselves, but maybe letting you look at the actual packaging and maybe giving little reviews of the packaging even, because Blu-ray 3D packaging can get very elaborate when you start looking at the lenticular technologies being used and such. So it's another option we could get to after, I guess, we solve this fantasy critic conundrum, and if we still have time, which we are running out of. Is it really 11:45 Pacific time? Wow, not much time left. We may have to save that for next time. Rebirth Crusader wants me to define lenticular. Well, look, I may not be able to give an exact description, but essentially it's the technology where multiple images are printed together on the same image. So multiple images from, either different images or an image in transition, like a rudimentary sort of animation. These multiple images are printed, and then there's a plastic layering put on top, which is made, there's microscopic slits made in this, so that the way the technology works is as you rotate it, or as you, in a movie theater, if it's a lenticular poster, as you pass it, as your gaze shifts, the angle shifts, you're seeing these different positions in a succession. So, you get the lenticular postcards that you can sort of do this sort of thing with, and you're seeing multiple images, or in the posters in the theaters, which they don't often do, but occasionally they do. You walk past it, and as your eyes shifts, it's like looking at the Mona Lisa. She's always staring at you. Well, this is as if the Mona Lisa's like, putting on a hat and eating a hamburger or something as you're passing by. It's very, very cool. And Blu-ray 3D use this a lot in their packaging. I don't know if you really wanted an explanation of that, or if you're just trying to test my knowledge, if I really do have this collection I say I have, and if I really do know what the word lenticular means. Was that right? I could be wrong. Having to import your Blu-rays from Japan and the UK now. Ivor Dog, this is a very, very good question. I appreciate you asking. Yes, for years now, I've been importing them from the UK. And I did, in fact, have to purchase a region-free Blu-ray player years back. I had the foresight for this. It plays anything. I can order Blu-rays from Indonesia, which in some cases you have to do. Japan and the UK are the big ones. It's great, but the market is getting smaller and smaller, as you can imagine. So I have been ordering from the UK for a while. The UK still has some really nice stuff. They do steel books, even still, with their 3D Blu-ray releases, okay? Rebirth Crusader wasn't trolling. Oh, good. I hope that was a good description. Basically, you know what I'm saying now. I'm region free now. I can play everything. Here is a problem I've had in my life with my collection. I have one Blu-ray 3D. One 3D Blu-ray that I have never been able to obtain. Okay? This is my holy grail that I've seeked. I have traveled the world in pursuit of this. The plumber's calling. What a time for this. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I gotta answer this fast. Stand by, everyone. Okay, stand by. Okay, am I back? Can you hear me? Are we good? Hold on, I'm gonna have to see in real time now what's happening. Oh, I closed my thing by accident. You can hear me. All right, we're back. That wasn't too bad, was it? So the plumber is still en route. Couple of minor delays are taking place, but hopefully we've solved that. Look, it's never easy installing something like a water heater. This is a big deal. What'd you think of my photo? Did you like it? The pipes are not good, real. Let me tell you, the pipes are not good. Great photo. Loved it. Good. Now, where was I? I have Spider-Verse in 3D. You know what? I think I have Spider-Verse in 4K. I gotta check. I don't remember. Ah, the 3D Blu-ray I was looking for. My White Whale. Yes. I've said this before. Some of you may know this. Beowulf 3D. Beowulf 3D is an impossible Blu-ray to obtain, okay? I had an opportunity to get one years back for like a very exorbitant price, and I said, this is ridiculous, there's no way. Well, I should have done it, because it's just not possible. You can go now, you can shop for Beowulf 3D. There's listings that say Blu-ray 3D, but then when you go into the listing and you actually read the details of the post, it's just the Blu-ray. Or you see the images, it's just the Blu-ray. It's not the 3D version, even when they advertise it as the 3D. No one was expecting that, Arcstar, trust me. Who would expect that? Who would expect that Beowulf 3D would be this impossibly hard to obtain thing? And I don't even know why I want it, because at the time the technology was very early for this newest batch of 3D, movies in our current times. It was like, we're talking about the Polar Express era here. With the graphics too, things were not ideal for this. So I don't even know why I want it other than to complete the collection. It's just this thing I can't get. That's just part of the collector in me. It drives me mad. So, yeah, sure, Jolie, shiny gold in 3D. Can you imagine? I'm sure it looks decent, doesn't it? But it is dated, but it's got to be good. Zemeckis never fails, does he? That's not why it's the White Whale, but it is on the list of reasons why that's going to be a nice watch. It looks like a really good one in 3D, I bet. I bet it's good. I remember there's a lot of fire effects, embers floating and stuff. This kind of stuff is the things in 3D you can really appreciate. Let me scroll down now and try to catch up some of these real quick. We got to make a bid here very soon. See if I missed anything else. People are saying save the slots. River City Girls 2. Oh yeah, Dolman. Did we look up Dolman if it's available? People are going to give that in the 7s. Yeah, I don't know if it'll do good. Should I look up Dolman? Do we still want to? I have all the Transformers movies. Can you imagine? I saw Coraline in 3D. Yeah, I like that. I like the 3D in that a lot. My primary 3D TVs, I have multiples actually. The primary is 65 inches, so it's not, the biggest on earth, but it's a nice size. Plenty big for the room I have it in. Beowulf, Mr. Showtime's putting up a posting. I don't know. We can look at it, but every time I look at one of these postings, it breaks my heart because it's not legit. Hold on. Let me try to scroll through the rest of these really fast. I'm sorry, everyone. I missed a lot of this. We're supposed to be chatting, and look at all this chat I'm missing out on. I'm scrolling through. Quarry will maybe get an 82 at best, so I'm nervous. See, these last two slots, I need these to be home run hitters, because that's one of the things I wanted to look at was just my, just look at my lineup. If you want, you can gaze upon my lineup and see what you think. This is what I'm working with. And Weird West got a 75. Ah, dang it. King of Fighters only got an 81, and Triangle Strategy an 83. I mean, the good thing is I've only had a few released. But then what are these locks? People have counterbid against these, I guess. Skull and Bones. This is the one that's going to shock the world. We don't need to go there right now. I don't want to go off on a tangent. I do want to know about this beta, though. Am I in or not? Can somebody let me know if I've been accepted into this beta? Suicide Squad got delayed. A lot of people saying Gotham. Boctand. Boctand remembers everything. I'm going to re-release Blu-ray 3D. Yep. I have so many 3D glasses. The collection of 3D glasses alone that I have would shock you, because let me tell you something about 3D. In the heyday of this most recent revival, because, you know, it has been released in theaters multiple times in various decades throughout the last over 100 years, in this most recent one, they often did promotional things where you could buy special edition 3D glasses. So for the Star Wars movies, for instance, I have BB-8 glasses, I have Stormtrooper, Kylo Ren, everything, and they actually formed part of the mask. I mean, we could probably just do a 3D glasses review sometime. I don't think we have time today, but the Jurassic Park 3D remaster is so good, Kif. 1983. It's so good. They did such a good job on that, and it's true. TV 3Ds aren't produced anymore. It's a shame. Yeah, next time maybe we'll review my Blu-ray box arts. We can go a little bit over. We'll see how intrusive the plumber becomes. Holy smokes, it's 11:57 right now. Are you kidding me? I only have 3 minutes, and then I'm going to be going into OT. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. Is there something happening after this? Oh, wow, that's a good one. Okay, yeah. Lenticular. Okay, Method got lenticular cards and Lay's potato chips for Star Wars Episode 1. That is very cool. That's a good little collectible item. You're going to want to hold on to those. My favorite 3D glasses, well, my favorite are actually just these LG brand passive 3D glasses that are just extremely comfortable and lightweight, cover the eyes. You know, a lot of the glasses have such a heavy, thick frame. You're saying, well, who wants to wear this for 2 hours? But, okay, CDJ is suggesting Freedom Planet 2. Is this a game? I've never heard of this, I don't think. Have I? We'll look it up real fast. We're almost out of time. Freedom, I'm typing with one hand and one finger. What do you think? Still, what was it? Freedom Planet 2? Is this real? Freedom Planet 2. Available. Okay. Almost no hype factor. CDJ is suggesting this, though, and I completely trust CDJ. A new game. Freedom Planet 2. I don't know what it is. Should we look at a trailer? Whoops. It's a Sonic clone? Watch the trailer. Okay, we're gonna do it. Galaxy Trail, is that the developer? It looks like it must be. 6 years ago. 6 months ago, I guess. 7 months ago. Okay, hopefully this is Galaxy Trail we're watching this on. Hopefully that's the developer or something, I believe. Oh wait, hold on. Can you hear this? Did I mess it up? Hold on. All right, I think you'll be able to hear this now. Hopefully you can hear this.
I'll be right there. too.
Yeah, sorry it's on such late notice, but could we crash at your place tonight?
The Magister has summoned you all for an audience.
We need capable fighters to counter the attacks and discover their origin.
Magister, we accept your offer.
Okay.
Must be desperate if he's taken in
The Magister.
There's been an attack on the museum. The culprits stole Pengu.
Dummy!
This looks good.
Hey, get back here!
Oh, I
Bring
see.
you up to speed.
Does a
The
little
name's
sonic spinball thing.
Captain of the Sigwada and mercenary extraordinaire. In the
This looks
flesh.
solid.
Are you a bad enough dude to survive those battles here?
Nice.
You are, you'll face me, Captain Kalau.
Are you a bad enough
in the name
dude?
of justice, help us protect our city.
Very well. I will make time to listen to your intriguing offer. But first, this calls for a
This looks
race.
so good.
Really? You do know who I am, right?
The gameplay looks solid.
This is why I put on my punching gloves.
My stones! We have a new record!
We need you to track down a thief. A large portion of our weapons and steel reserves have mysteriously vanished.
Nervous as always, I see. Very well.
Whatever. I'll just give him a one-way ticket home, courtesy of the 100-hook punch. The world of Avalis needs hope. But more than that, it needs heroes.
Sekiro, you don't see it getting 80 plus, huh?
Truly.
To
Then
me,
why
this
not
looks
tell
like it
your
has to be
students
80s, but
what
yeah,
they're
I mean, I'm
gonna know?
continually surprised with how low games are rated.
No, that's not true.
Wow. They show you a lot, don't they? The first game has an 81 on OpenCritic right now, Bakhtan says. 82, Mbun says. Probably low 80s. I'm very sold.
Storytime people
Whoops.
in Raid Shadow Legends is having
Sorry. I'm very sold on that. I think it looks fabulous. But I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people are saying low 80s. Let me look at some of these old comments I missed. You guys got to start commenting less so that I can actually, or chatting less so I can catch up. You know what I'm saying? Do you have a 3D projector? I do. It's in storage. Can you believe that? But I'll tell you something about the 3D projectors. Not as good. I mean, you had some that were pretty good, but a lot of times the crispness of the resolution or something isn't what you want it to be, especially when you're starting to see these, some of the images on a TV are just too hard to compete with. So even though you're getting the scale, it's nice. And you really got to have the right space for it. That's what ultimately happened. When I moved from my old apartment, it was a good room for it. I had a big, nice, flat white wall, a big sitting area. But now, the way the walls are at my places, it's just not a great place to set it up. So it's in storage, and it's becoming dated. It is dated technology. I guess that was an old comment, wasn't it? I forgot. Everyone hush. What's up, Cursed? Freedom Planet looks really good. This is when people were. This must have been when the plumber called. Okay. I revealed my holy grail. Oh, I forgot to look at that posting. I'll come to that. Dolmen. A lot of people asking about Dolmen. There's CDJ asking about Freedom Planet. Gotham Knights. Here's this Beowulf listing that Mr. Showtime shows. Now let's look at this. Okay, it says Blu-ray 3D. This is what I'm telling you. Look at this. This is the problem. In the title it says 3D. This package is a 3D cover. However, the versions you can buy, it does not say 3D, okay? And when you select it, see, this is only stream anytime, currently unavailable. The 3D one is unavailable. This is what I'm talking about, okay? You select the Blu-ray. Sorry, that's not 3D. This is available. You see what I'm saying now, Mr. Showtime? This is my frustration with trying to track this thing down. It is hard to find. And I saw it a few years ago, but it was pricey. And I said, you got to be kidding me. Why would I pay that much just for this? So, you know, that's what happened. But thank you for the suggestion. Thanks for looking out, trying to find that. You know, forward me a posting if you find anything. Oh, what's this? Oh, don't show me this. Who put this in? I want to see what the price is. All right, RF Switch put in a Bride of Pinbot, previously owned. Look at her. Oh, no, look at her. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't this beautiful? $4,199, which actually sold out. Sold out. I was going to say $4,200 is a very good price for the Bride, actually. That's very fair. That's what you, I mean, that's a fair price for like a machine. I wouldn't expect this to be in amazing, perfect condition. Are they going to show any close-ups of the playfield? I would expect the playfield not to be in excellent condition for that price. I would expect, it looks like it has regular incandescent bulbs, okay? It doesn't have LEDs in it. And yeah, you see there's a lot of wear on the playfield. You can see there's like dimples and stuff, you know, so it has to be resurfaced. These rubbers look very old, and this isn't even a close-up, and I can see it would need a lot of work done on this machine. But are you kidding me? I would love to do that work. One day I will obtain my Bride. One day. Look at this. It's in very good condition for $4,200 though. I'd be thrilled. You know, I had a guy who had a Bride, and I thought I was going to be able to get it from him. The side art looks to be in pretty good shape, actually. The one I was going to buy had some damage on the side art here. So this is actually in really nice shape. Look at that beautiful art, isn't it? Oh my. Wow. Look at that. Oh, wow. Wow. Look at the polished steel on these legs and the polished steel on these legs. See that polish? It's gleaming. So polished. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. You see a little bit of the side art there is well preserved. And yeah, I mean, it's in really good condition for $4,200, so I'm not surprised that sold quickly. Thank you, RF Switch, for showing me that. Yeah, I want home runs, so I might wait. Ogly says. C-Note. 40-minute rant incoming. What was I going to rant on? I don't know. I'm looking back in time. Yeah, I thought Weird West would be better. I thought Weird West was going to be better too. Bockhand. KIF 1983. I only have 5 3D Blu-rays. The one I'm most annoyed that I can't watch in 3D since I'm getting a new TV is probably Dread. Oh yeah, Dread is a nice one in 3D. It really is. Roller Champions just got a release date for summer. Roller Champions. I do have RIPD 3D. Oh, Sands of Time is in dev hell. Yeah, you're probably right, CDJ. I had a lot of belief in that. In the Sands of Time. I don't know if it's coming. Trek to Yumi is on Game Pass. Yeah, not just that, but I think a lot of mine are going to end up being, you know, I mean, let's look at this. Let's just look at what we're looking at here. Return to Monkey Island. It's going to be great, but realistically, I'm not expecting it to rise above the low 80s. Gigabash. Really hard to tell. I took a swing on this. It could be as high as the high 80s. I mean, Return to Monkey Island could be high 80s. You know, who knows? Trek to Yomi, again, another that somewhere in the 80s. If I can get these in the 80s, I'd be okay. It's when things like 75 hits on Weird West that it creates a lot of problems. Skull and Bones is going to be 90s. I mean 100, I would say. The only fear I have for this game, is not for the game itself. I believe in this game 1000%, okay? My problem is that I think there is a little bit of anti-Skull and Bones sentiment out there. Now, I don't know where this came from. It's just what I'm picking up, the vibe. It's like, I don't know, there's a lot of people that I guess didn't like it when it was initially shown for whatever reason. And then when it got its delays and possible cancellations and all this, it just seemed like they sort of tried, there was just a big crowd of people sort of piling on it a little bit. It felt like there was just a lot of negative sentiment around Skull and Bones, just from that. I don't know what was, why that was validated. It looked excellent to me. Everything about it looked excellent. It just needed to be bigger, like, Assassin's or, Black Flag 2. Just give us land, give us everything. But even if it wasn't that, it still looked fabulous. Now, the word around Skull and Bones is like Avatar 2. Now, I think people are there's a large portion of people that are somewhat rooting against it. And I think they were shocked with that announcement of the beta and that it actually may be coming out relatively soon and it's not completely shelved. I think they were shocked. And for some reason, instead of being delighted, people were sort of like emboldened into fighting against it. So now there's this like people like sort of rooting against it, and it almost feels like, and I just hope that sentiment doesn't bleed into the reviewing process, bleed into the, worldwide consciousness, and holds the game back from what it is going to ultimately get rated. Because I know it's a 100 game. I've seen it. I know it is. I'm certain. Starfield, who knows? Most likely it's going to be good when it comes out. This we talked about. It's a problem. Triangle Strategy, I expected to be higher. Advanced Wars, I don't think they've announced a release date for this yet, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it ended up being pushed into next year. Who knows? Metal Slug Tactics, I feel looks like it will be one of the strongest performers on my team. It looks absolutely awesome. I hope it will be. Kyle is rooting against it for sure. Was there negative stuff that came out about the dev group? Oh boy, I don't know. All right. Warhammer 40,000. Oh, we got to wrap this up. We're at 12:13. All right. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. Who knows? Yeah, this is it. Did they say this is delayed to next year? Ragnarok, obviously, another of my absolute superstars. This is going to be solid, no doubt about it. Saints Row. I said I thought it would surprise a lot of people. The more footage that have even recently come out is like, okay, maybe it's not going to surprise people as much as I thought. It still looks solid for what it is. It could be a lot of fun. Shredder's Revenge should be excellent. Kind of bizarre to me why they've had such an extreme lead-up time going to this game. Like, just walking that fine line at this point of overhype, I gotta say, with this Shredder's Revenge. It's like, there's been far too much of the game already shown unnecessarily. There's been several things I've just been like, I don't need to see anymore. I don't want to see anymore. This looks good. Now they're doing all kinds of other kind of hype, behind the scenes stuff and all this stuff, which is very cool, but it's like, we've been inundated. Everyone wants this. Everyone was ready to pull the trigger on this game. It looked finished almost a year ago, so it will be nice for it to finally come out. But we're chomping at the bit. And Silk Song, who knows what's happening? This is another one that looked like it was a finished game 2 years ago. It looked like a 10 2 years ago. I'm hoping it'll come through with me tonight. Yeah, they got the original voice to cast Shredder's Revenge, and it's awesome. It's only been good stuff, so you can't, it's like you say, hey, you can't overhype if it's good hype, right? I mean, if hype is validated, then it's good, and that's how it's been with Shredder. It's been all valid hype, but so much and such a period of time that at some point you say, we just got to play this game. We gotta get this game to play. I don't think I'm gonna catch up on everyone here. I'm trying to scroll through now. I'm just gonna skip over a whole bunch. Marble Match subscribed for 23 months. A lot of people liked how the planet looked, that game. Raid Shadow Legends. This is another game suggested. We'll have to do this again, I guess. Prehistoric Planet. A lot of people are saying Prehistoric Planet. Save your slots. 80s. People are saying 80s. So what's the final verdict? Did we have a poll? Should we have a poll? Mr. Mo Doctor just subscribed. Thank you. The Plumber, I got a text. I'm on my way. Okay, so now it's official. And I believe that means from not far away. So the Plumber should be here in less than 10 or 15 minutes. I got to get prepped for this. I hope they finish putting this baby in. I don't want to talk about it too much. I'm very nervous. I'll just... bunch of stuff here that's sort of out of context. I don't know what's happening. I'm just scanning through some of these, trying to catch up on chat so that we're back in present time. Oh man, some good suggestions. The new One Piece game. Oh man, I've only got a few slots left. Remember that. We'll have to do this again after Summer Games Fest, maybe, I don't know, or before, who knows. The Switch Pro 3D. I love the 3DS so much. Just last night, I came across some of a big folder of my 3DS photos on my computer that I backed up. So they're all 2D, which, you know, is not very nice to look at, these small resolution photos. But still, it was so neat. I took so many good photos with that. God, I love that 3DS. Catching up. Skull and Bones is going to be great. 67% of chat says Gotham Knights. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do that. We will do Gotham Knights. If this is what I wanted, this to be a group effort. I trust all of you very much, obviously. So, I think we're going to lay some money down on Gotham Knights. I've got to be close to catching up on this now. There we are. So we skipped a lot of people, but I think we're back in present time. Excellent. So with that being said, I'm going to make a bid for Gotham Knights. This is one finger with my left hand, so it's pretty good, I think. There's a Gotham Knights. What's up, B-boy? Hold off for summer game, Ruskell says. Well, I'll leave 2 slots open. That should be good. And I can drop stuff. I can drop stuff if I can. Also, I've got Colossal Cave to consider. Now, how much do I want to bid for Gotham Knights? I mean, I figure someone would have taken it by now. I could probably get it for $1, right? Casey. So some people are very vehemently opposed to this, I think. But Sarah Knight says, do it. $20. Dragon Slayer suggests I pay $20. That seems unnecessary. This is a safe bet. Bromunculus says it's a safe bet. Yeah, Advance Wars, I technically could still drop because they haven't said it won't come out this year. I think they have to say it won't come out this year. Bachthand makes a good point. I think if it hasn't been taken yet, you are safe to wait a little while longer. This is something I didn't consider, but you are absolutely 100% right. There's no way this game wouldn't have been taken by now. They've shown enough. Everyone knows about it. You know, the delays, everything. What's up, Alex? OTB, welcome. We're just closing up, actually, believe it or not. how much money they have. They have like $68 and $60. So they have more than me at this point because now I have 60. But I bid on something earlier today. What did I bid on? $3. $3 for something. Just watch Thursday reveals of what is being bid on. You can always try to outbid if someone bids on something you want. Yeah, I gotta remember to look at the Thursday reveals. The plumber has some hot fantasy critic tips. I don't think so, but the funny thing is, the plumber is a pinball man. He is a pinball man. He brought that up with me because, yeah, we got on the subject. And the others suddenly remember Gotham Knights. I think they know about it. The plumber. they might. Should I ask if they've got a copy of Beowulf 3D? You never know someone's holding on to these copies. I mean, a decent amount of them were sold, and they're not being resold for whatever reason. All right, I'm gonna make a bid. We'll crunch on a bid maybe. How much do I want to bid for this? Look, I still have $60 left. Should I bid $10 just to really make a bold statement? James Cameron certainly. Well, you'd think he has it. Okay, Laser Ramon says 7. Absolute 5 tops. Sarah Knight 5. 3. M-Bun still thinks I should wait. 5 for Sweater Hands. Loud Bro says go 5. 50 cents. Casey says 50 cents. 2 quarters. 8 to 10. Ruskells. 6 for Bocked Hand. Banana Forklift also. A nickel. Is that a nickel or 50 cents? It must be 50 cents. A couple people coming in with 50. Hitman says 8. So it's all over the place. 420 in honor of yesterday, I guess. Real Lil Thicky. I like your username. Says Alexander McGrem. 2 bits. Can we do that? Can we bid in bits on this? $6, 421. Somewhere between 0 and 60. Less than 60 for sure. I mean, should I just keep going? It sounds like everyone has an opinion on this. Somewhere between 0 and 60. Everyone has an opinion. Less than 60 for sure. Well, yeah, I think I only have 57 because I got to clear my other bid. All in. Put everything on this. Just leave the other 2 slots blank. I'm going to go less $5. We're going to circle back to something I think everyone has an opinion on this. Bet 5, Don. Ask the plumber. $5. I think 5 sounds fair. The majority of people have said 5. Keep it low because you never know what'll happen. This is responsible advice. Roll a die. That could be fun. Bitcoin. Have I been leaning off to the left this whole time? I hope not. All right, I'm going to make a bid here for $5. Okay. I'm going to bid $5. In case someone else, $5.50 at the last second. Bromunculus comes in with the strategy. Can you bid? Oh, it must be whole. It must be whole. So I couldn't bet 50 cents even if I wanted to. This is going to get delayed. M-Bun, a last-ditch effort M-Bun makes to talk me out of this, thinking, hold on. How could they delay it again, M-Bun, though? How? But then right after that, nah, GK coming this year, Mr. Showtime, and M-Bun, the yin and the yang. That's what I love about this chat here. All right. I'm going to make the bid. Should I flip a coin? No. The majority, I think, want me to do this. I'm going to do it, okay? Here we go. We're in this together now. Except for M-Bun. We're going to have to write an apology letter to M-Bun if we're wrong. I appreciate... Everybody has an opinion. All right, we did it. I put the bid in for $5. Okay, so we've got a couple of... Let's look at my current bids so we know where we're at. Mario Strikers, that's what it was. Very, very nice. If I $3 on that, can you imagine a world where I spend $3 on Mario Strikers and 5 on golf? It seems it might be opposite, but I think I feel good about both these picks. These actually both seem like solid picks. And I've got 3. I've got a... Oh, hold on. I got a text coming in. It's maybe the plumber. No. I don't think he's here yet, but he must be lurking outside somewhere soon, hopefully. Casey87 was also against the move, but you know what, Casey? This isn't going to sink me, I don't think. I mean, this game has got to be an 80, no? As long as it's an 80. Now I'm nervous about my pick. Casey has made me nervous. Who knows what's going to happen. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Showtime. Everyone, I guess I should cut the stream here. Maybe we'll look at the Blu-ray 3Ds next time. There was a third topic that I wanted to bring up that we could have talked about today, and it never came back to me. Before the stream started, I said I have 3 things. This is a good idea. I have 3 things we can talk about, but Just can't remember. It's been a lot of fun. Screaming Argonaut, Sarah Knight, thank you for everything. The polls, everything. Swordfish, of course. 00830. Can't forget to mention thank you so much. All right. Thank you for everyone for joining me. We'll see how. And thanks for the advice. I hope we can get back in this race with my Fantasy Critic League. And I will certainly let you know when the hot water is flowing again, okay? Looking forward to that. All right, everyone. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you soon. Adios. Let's get this music going again. I'm going to ease it up. Okay. Arrivederci.